Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press. We're leaving after day 2 of the Luigi Mangione suppression hearings. And there was a guy called Detweiler on the stand all day, most of the day today. Some people thought he was quite sexist. Anyway, you can find the whole... He said a few things. He's talked about antibodies. There's a lot of things going on. They showed the video again and again from the McDonald's. Got a little tired of Jingle Bells Rock because that was what was playing. But at the end, Judge Carro, in a kind of setup fashion, had the defense, I think it was Jacob Kaplan, but I couldn't see from where I was sitting, suddenly read from a script saying how releasing these exhibits could prejudice the jury, including in the capital punishment case. The government, the prosecutors, Alvin Bragg's office, said, we don't object. We leave it to the sound discretion of the court. And Judge Carro said, I seal. They all cited a case called Daily News versus Wiley, but I looked it up just in the courtroom. I had no idea that was going to happen. And it says right at the end of it that that particular sealing was upheld, but courts are admonished to going forward strictly comply with case law and provide an opportunity to be heard for the press. There was no opportunity to be heard. It was foisted on us in a setup, in a setup way. I think Carro did it really wrong. I think he did it wrong. I began to speak and they said, shh. So the question is, where was the media coalition? It's something that I just asked in a live stream, but I've been covering mostly the federal court down here. But when I come to state court, at first I found that there was some law firm that set itself up, basically choosing who got seats in the Trump trial and saying that they were defending the press. Ironic, since I had to fight like hell to get inside, despite their great defense. But where are they now? Because this was a huge setback for press freedom and for press access to exhibits in New York. And he's taking the day off tomorrow, Carro. Not taking the day off. I'm sure he's going to do other things. I personally have always liked being in the Carro's courtroom, by the way. And the court security that put it out, it's not their fault. They're just their understanding is no one can speak from the room, and it shouldn't come up. What you should do is, as many federal judges do, is to put in the docket of a case, I'm considering sealing. If you have an opposition, file it on the docket. That way no one's screaming in court. You get a letter. This was an ambush. I just tried to ask the Agnifilos, and I guess Jacob Kaplan, but I mostly saw them, whether they were supposed to be noticed. They're trying to help their client. That's understood. There's a process here, though. Courts are supposed to be open, and if the case law itself says opportunity to be heard, should have been done. Will these vaunted guys run to the appellate division, 20th Street, 23rd Street, 25th Street tomorrow? They should. Let's see. I'm going to be covering FCNY, frankly, to be honest. Although, with sufficient resources. So consider this. Consider this second vlog of the day a call out to any well-meaning First Amendment lawyer in the city of New York. I'll certainly go as a petitioner. That opportunity to be heard had to be given. This was Bush League. And we'll be back for day 3 on the 4th day of the week, Thursday. And tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll be right here if we're not in the appellate division. Okay, Inner City Press, we're going in.